me know. Okay. Rob is sanding on the other side of the room, so it's going to make some noise. Okay. I thought this might be interesting to some people. I have this kind of pipe. It's pretty thin and translucent, so light shows through it. From Home Depot. It is 3/4 inch shark bite, and I then sand it to get all the printing off. Sanded piece. Then I cut it into pieces. Hello, sabbatic goat. Okay, good to hear from you. I then cut it into pieces, and I sand the end to look a little unnatural. I built these little guys. These are reflectors that will go on these little helmets to make them minor helmets with a little candle up front. So, yeah. I'll try and answer questions as best I can. Make a little mark with the candle by pushing it in. Then I can put in that little candle stub, and the LED is in there too already. The LED I fed through the back, so here's the wire. And that's enough room for the 9-volt battery. That way it'll last days. And I want the 9-volt to be pretty close to the top of it. Just pulling it through to make sure I have enough wire to do that. And the white hot glue is fabric hot glue that I buy from Hobby Lobby. And now it's kind of all put together right there. That looks like a little candle in front of the reflector. Now I haven't done all the wax yet, which I will do, and that will really sell it as a candle. Lighting up will also sell it as a candle. Why fabric hot glue is white? I have no idea. But it is, so it makes a good candle. Now I'm going to go grab some clear silicone. That's another piece of this. This is the really clear silicone caulk. Very clear. Ultra clear. going to use the clear caulk to center the LED in the candle. See how that one, the LED is off to one side? I don't want that. Now I can use hot glue and finish the wax. That looks much more candle-like. That little pull-up of silicone will look much more flame-like when that LED is lit. I'm also using the glue to cover up everything I don't want lit by the LED. I don't have any flicker LEDs right now, or else I'd be using those. That's a nice little light for a miner's cap. See where we're at with questions. Hello, Monsters Alive. Keith, good to see you. Scott, hello. Thank you, Joyce. I'm doing good, Line Cook Thor. Thank you. So, yeah, there we go. Hey, Rob.
Well, that looks really good. That's a lot of fun. Slightly reflective? That's pretty cool. The battery will fit right behind.
Yeah, the battery fits right back in there, in between the helmet and the holder.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, that'll work.
That looks good. That's fun. So
That's why I keep Rob around. He says reaffirming things.
wow. I don't know if you could sell that to most of my friends.
Wet your fingertips a little bit. Silicone really won't stick. And this silicone really isn't the worst at that anyway. It comes out pretty thick, so it's not like it's, you know, super weird and sticky. Be a nice long flame on that one. I'm just letting it drip down the side of the candle in order to get a nice effect. Oh, this guy fell over. It wasn't dry. What it sounds like when I get a phone call. Yeah, the bases are made out of EVA. Yep. Hello, Scotland. Hello, Field Walker Masks. A little blob I pulled off of that one. I'll just use the center of this one. Another one down. Okay, last candle set. Just knocked out that many, huh?
Yeah, 3 gloves.
Yeah.
Oh, 30 fingers for 3 gloves. Wow. That's strange.
One, two, three, four, five. 6. There we are, just silicone, big old dot of silicone. I'm going to cut that off from the white. Basically, I'm using the clear silicone caulk like it is. What's the, Rob, what's that tubing that light travels through?
Neon? That light travels through?
Yeah, it's like a glass tube.
Fluorescent?
No, not a light bulb. It really comes.
Fiber optic?
Fiber optics. That's right.
Time to go crush up old wart face.
Hooray. Okay. Fiber optic. That's important. So, this monster hand, I made it a Loctite spray foam. I made it on my last hangout, I think it was, and I just spray painted it black. So, there you go. My hair looks awesome. Let's grab a few more battery tabs and get those wired up now. Yes, that was with water and saran wrap. That is true. Oh, very cool. Very cool with the steampunk seven dwarfs minor hats. Still being quiet, even though Rob is done making noise. Alexa, stop. You guys probably can't hear the music, but since I don't own that music, probably shouldn't play it. One, two, three, four. Five is on, so this is six. Last one I need. Other times, it just chops it off. Most of the time, it does a good job. Tommy, I don't decorate my house for Halloween. I am a pro haunter, so I have a haunted house that I work at all year long, actually, and all of my efforts go into getting that where it needs to be. My wife puts up lots of pumpkins at the house, um, so my wife decorates the house a little bit. She loves the season, but don't have a lot of Halloween decorations at home. I'm not a home haunter, I am a pro haunter. All these little minor helmets that I make, this is product that was ordered at Trans World, which is a trade show for haunted attractions. So hopefully that clears it up. I'm not a fraud or a scam, just don't decorate for Halloween. We're going to glue close the candle attachment. All right, that was a real question. You're going to glue close the candle attachment to the helmet. Are you making a way to get to it and turn on and off and replace the battery? Well, this is going to glue to the helmet, but I'm leaving this top open. So they can just pull the battery out, undo it, and then that's how you disconnect it. You could always wire a switch in there. I just haven't.
Raining.
It's raining.
Raining.
Okay. Those two are glued. I use hot glue a lot of the times instead of solder, um, simply because it will also, I mean, hot glue is basically the same stuff that the coating the wire is made of. You know, the wire coating, that's basically a thermoplastic. It is a thermoplastic, like hot glue. So I don't mind holding it back together that way. And then I'll bind this with tape also. But now it has a little battery tab on it. One down, I have 6 to do. looks like this one, oh, that's because I'm grabbing them from my finished pile. Grabbing them from my to-do pile. Hope you guys had a good Memorial Day weekend. I hope that those of you who actually spent time in memoriam had peace, and those who opted to celebrate the lives as opposed to the passing, I hope you had a great time. I worked, but had a great time.
Except when you got stung.
Yes, I did not have a great time when I was taking a Kraken off of the roof, like you do, and ended up getting attacked by wasps. I got 5 wasp stings on this arm, and it's a little swollen. Let's face it, I'm fat. It's hard to tell when things are swollen. So just trust me, it's more swollen than usual. What I mainly want to do is I'm covering all the wire, yes, but I'm also gluing those 2 wires together so that they're, once again, encased in plastic. So, there you go. Quiet sing. Tommy, I think so, because a lot of what I do, you can certainly do on your own at home or whatever. And I got a comment once from someone that I never addressed at the time, so it just kind of struck me as odd. They said, I miss you doing things that I could do at home. Well, yes, I'm in a workspace, but this is my garage at my home. So I'm doing it at home. Why on earth couldn't you do it at your home? If you had the desire to sculpt and mold and make masks, you certainly could. There's nothing stopping you, aside from excuses.
And capital.
And what?
Capital.
You know what, though? Rob just said, and capital. Capital's not really a good reason. Because if you want to get good at making masks, buy some clay. You're talking a $25 investment for a box. And you don't even need a head form. Just pile it up into a head shape. Sculpting your own head form is really great practice. And then work on your sculptures. So even if you just sculpt, take pictures with your phone, and then destroy the sculpt and do another one, you're going to have one heck of a portfolio of sculpture without ever molding anything, if that's where you want to go. Any of the things that I sculpt with clay, you could certainly mix up a batch of paper clay, which is pennies. You're talking maybe a $10 investment to get everything you need and do it. You probably have most of it. And then what you sculpt will air dry and you have a finished product. You haven't painted it yet, but the sculpture is handled. So everything you see me do here, you can do at home.
Happy little monsters.
What's that?
I said happy little monsters.
Yeah. No reason why you can't. I'm gonna have any people told Bob Ross, well, I don't have an easel, I don't have, put it on a sturdy chair, it doesn't matter. If you want to paint, nothing is going to stop you from painting. No, see, in those two, they just went together. That's fine because I know that they're covered in plastic, so I'm not going to get a short. Then I'll glue them all to the helmets. And then I'll give them all a fat tray. So Eddie Murphy, Bill Cosby were both comedians kind of at the same time. Who would have thought that Eddie Murphy was going to be the less creepy, morally straight one? Not me. Bill Cosby is a wholesome dude. Why did I just think of that? Why did I say that out loud? Because every time I disconnect the battery, I think of Eddie Murphy going, "Someone stole my battery." And it makes me laugh. Maybe I wire these all up and then I glue them all at the same time. Nah, that's a bad idea. I'm just doing a stripe down the front and a stripe down the back. Let that sit. The LEDs that I'm using are 9-volt LEDs from Lighthouse LED. Lighthouse LED. They come pre-wired, so I don't have to mess with having, and they're 50 cents each, so they're not expensive, but I don't have to mess with having resistors and soldering them on. As you can see, I'm not a giant solderer. I do solder on occasion. Or solder. Most people in the States say solder. Nail in it. Messes with me. You're number 6. Great. I might have to make little lids for these, and I'll do that after it's already on the helmet. That just pushes down and hides the top. Because right now the top is open. So Rob, what are you excited about this week?
This week,
Yeah.
actor training, packing for Chicago.
What's actor training?
Actor training is Wednesday.
And that's you and Stacy are doing some actor training at Dark Hour.
Yes.
Do you know if is it open to everybody? Is it just new people?
I'm not sure. I think it's available to anybody wants to show up for it.
Okay.
It's all fun. Like watching them get it. How to properly use their instruments.
A little more glue. And I probably could go to clear glue for this, but I already have this gun here, so I'm using the white glue. And I'm going to wrap both of them with a little bit of tape, electrical tape, which is black, which will be fun. Okay, so I think that's the same one I showed you before. Let me show you a different one. This one's still very hot. Don't touch it. Burning.
My neighbor has a red-tailed boa though.
Okay.
That is almost 8 feet long,
Mm-hmm.
and I have permission to use her for photo shoots.
Cool.
That can make some pretty cool stuff happen.
That is a candle.
Nice. That one's redder than the other one.
Yeah, I used red and amber LEDs.
Ah.
So some are redder, some are amber. Amber is a word. You know, I don't think I'll need a lid. There's just a little bit of wire that'll show. And this is like on their head, so I don't think a lot of folks will see it. But, yeah, fun. All right, I'm actually going to cut off for a while. I'll probably be back on tonight. I'm going to finish up these guys. I just glued them to a helmet. You don't need to see that. So, see y'all later. And later tonight, I'll pop on and show some of the fully assembled minor elf masks. Go make stuff.
Bye, guys.
Rob says bye.